It is this time of the week. That is correct. There we go. Okay. So. Did it get short? It's almost like it got shorter. It's fine. It's fine if y'all see the corner of the table, right? I was supposed to have gotten like a Venger plush like a year ago for some video stuff I did, but we'll put a Torchic there instead. Okay. Well, I will get back to the video editing. It's coming along very nicely. The animations and all that are done. But now I gotta just get to the last little bits, because after spending a week working on literally like 6 seconds, and I am super happy with how those 6 seconds are in the video, I gotta make sure that the rest of the video doesn't disappoint. So it'll take me maybe a couple hours in order to get the actual footage that I want for this upcoming video, but that's not what we're focused about. We actually want some Polytopia. There we go. So, last week, domination, perfect, every which way, shape, and form. Perfection, dominated in every single which way, shape, and form. Perfect, glowing backgrounds on all of it is beautiful, and I am so happy about the progress that we had made. But this week we are starting something that came out about a month ago that people have been asking me about: the weekly challenges. The magnetic island gets the highest possible score in this week's challenge. You can try it once each day. Look at this. Look how many people are making alts just to accomplish this. Look how many alt accounts there are. Look at all of these cheaters. You have been chosen to rule the Imperious tribe. Explore the world and expand your empire. But watch out for the other tribes. Get the highest possible score before the time runs out. Alrighty. Pangea. Difficulty bonus. We have 2 other opposing tribes. We have 20 turns. Now, in all honesty, so Pangea. Part of this comes down to knowledge. I'm pretty certain. So if I exit to menu, cool, I can resume it. So we're just doing a creative really fast. And Infinity, 0 opponents. Pangea, it's 196. The real question, I don't think Pangea has guaranteed spawns, right? You know what? We're going to do 2 opponents. Just to get an idea about, like, what distance they possibly could be from us. Because Pangea's pretty small. Yeah, it's a gamble on if we're actually able to find one or not. Now, since I'm not... Since I'm not going to be doing research and, like, on... Because I have Polytopia on my phone as well. Like, I could actually just play it on my phone and get an idea. But, like, okay, here we've got some guaranteed... some villages right next to us. But I don't think we're actually guaranteed nearby villages. But again, now we got 3 that are right next to us. Easy difficulty. I don't think it's worth gambling for the extra vision. Alright. So we're going to go back to the weekly challenge. We're going to resume. Now, there's a chance we could find somebody. There's a chance that we don't. We're fighting against another Tier 1 tribe and a Tier 2 tribe. So, no special text on the Tier 2. It could be Yadak. It could be Kiku. And then the other Tier 1 could be Barter, another Imperius, of course. I doubt that the devs would give us a second Imperius, but... So it's not going to be Omaji. Not unless Omaji spawned, like, right here on the corner. So it's unlikely to be Omaji. Same thing with the Quetzali or Hudrik. It's highly unlikely to be one of those tribes. So... I think I'm going to go just the typical, more guaranteed, better start. Head here towards the center. And we're going to do the slower economic version. Ooh, Zabazi. We're also going to try to head here. Not enough space for another village in between here. So yeah, this one's just going to head right here. All right. So neither of our opponents are currently over 1,000. So I honestly think I'm just going to, again, rush a strong economy. We're playing against an easy AI. We're going to be able to get away with murder here. We're not going to train another warrior here in the back. And we pass this turn. We're going to go here. Now, real question is, do I pick up climbing here? What are our opponent's scores? Wow, still not good enough. I almost guarantee if I step here, we're going to find an opponent. But we're going to have to go ahead and try to do so. We do find Barter, and we find Zabazi. So unfortunately, we found both, but also that gives us quite a few stars to work with. I will be wanting to pick up mining next turn. I could also be picking up writing for a very aggressive start. But I think I'd rather, because again, we're playing against easy AIs. Like the score bonus, difficulty bonus is only 120%. So I could also attempt to ally Zabazi. But Zabazi already knows about me. They just don't like you. Interesting. That's that means that they're crazy, actually, right? Interesting. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to offer them both peace. This way, Barter gets to meet us. They both accepted peace. That works for me. We're gonna go ahead. I also think people who just don't like me are crazy. Ain't that a mood? Alrighty, let's capture this. And pass this turn. Fruit. Fruit. Workshop. We'll go and capture here. And yeah, they think we're great. We're gonna go ahead and establish an embassy with Barter. I still think this is the correct play. Drastically improve our economy. But we've got about 4 turns. Man, city walls, that's going to be annoying to deal with. I can't pick up mining here. Do I just pick up writing and get a writer? I don't think so. I think we wait on this capture for a turn. We're going to go ahead and send an embassy to Zabazi. The issue is Barter's going to get a village, which is going to be very annoying. I think we just delay on this capture for a turn. So I won't be able to rush Smithery for a couple turns. The real question I'm currently contemplating in my head is, do we train warriors in both of these cities? That's the question I'm currently contemplating. Because again, it's not really the can we win, it's how do we win as quickly, how do we get the biggest score as quickly as possible. We're probably not getting the Altar of Peace. I'm actually just gonna pass my turn. It's level 3. We'll pass the turn here. Alright. resources. Again, I could be rushing smithery. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. And I need 12? Hold on, because I need 3, then 4, then 2. So that's 9. So if I rush smithery, I get a giant at Pica. Or at least I get a park. That's 28 stars. So I could get it next turn. Or I try to start rushing something such as spiritualism. Because swordsmen are a little slow. But spiritualism also, because I can start placing forest temples. It's not good enough for me to get... I think we kind of do, though. Because I pick up hunting and archery this turn. That's 12 stars. Or 20 stars. And then I can start picking up archers. And start moving forward. And then, again, we can start heading towards spiritualism. The smithery plays just better economically, but we got 12 turns. And I think I'd rather start spamming out temples now. Hunt. Fruit. Workshop. And we can cloak here, archer back here, start bringing it forward, and a warrior. This cloak's going to hit the capital. Pass the turn. Ooh. We're going to go there just for the extra vision. Start moving you forward. Bring you over here. That's a shame. We're gonna just spam out archers for a turn. Get ourselves a warrior. I guess another archer. And then next turn, I almost level this city up, so I shouldn't have trained these two last units. It's fine. If I pick up mining, I can start... I could level up a couple of cities in the now. I should really just save for spiritualism. And by save for spiritualism, we're just doing it. Alright, Forest Temple goes here, so we can start getting those points. And barter! Gotta break the peace with you, bud. Sorry about this. Oh, that's fantastic. Rainbow Shine, how's it going? Fruit. Fruit. Ooh, resources. Alrighty. If I pick up fishing, 13... Yeah, I can actually... So fish, temple, resources. Archer, and I gotta train a safety warrior. Pass the turn. Where to go here? Secure more kills. What level is the city? Still just 3. If I pick up mining. Yeah, I should have done the mining play. You have defeated Barter. Told you that. I'm like 2 turns short from being able to take Zabazi's stuff, but I do need to break peace with them now, basically. Sorry. If I can get roads, which I cannot. Bop. Never mind. I'm bad at math. Alrighty, how are we gonna do this? Mine. Population growth. And Forest Temple. Park. Metropolis is complete. Park of Fortune can go here. Resources. It's honestly going to be way cheaper just to train a warrior here. Than to lose it. We'll pass this turn. Meditation for the Pacifist Monument. Take out Zabazi. Fascinating. That's a new change. Fruit. Hunt. Border growth for more points. I think I'm still just 2 points short from leveling that city up, though. Hunt. Hunt. Workshop. Mine. Fruit. Resources. Eight points left. I'm looking to see if there's any other level ups I got. I'm not seeing any, because unfortunately I don't have forestry. Pass. Mine. Mine. Population growth. Hunt. Hunt. Forest Temple. Resources. Forest Temple, fish, workshop. I think that's it. We pass this turn. Alright, smithery. We're going to go ahead and place our forge here. Park. Forge. Fish. Resources. I don't see any other level ups this turn. Pass this turn. We're going to pick up roads. Get these cities leveled up. Hunt. Fruit. Workshop. Level it up a second time. 1, 2, 3. Resources. 1, 2. Workshop. 1, 2, 3. Resources. I think that does it for this turn. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, 5. Also 5, no matter which way you cut it. 2. Road. Oh! Population growth here. Mine. Park. Forge. Fruit. Fish. Park. If I can just try to get some monuments, that'd be great. Road. Network monuments is complete. Grand Bazaar. Rank? We're about to find out. Honestly, I don't feel too bad for this first attempt. I mean, this is going to be my first and only attempt, but... we could place some ports here. That's the cheapest method I currently have. No! Don't place a road! League? Plague. Or... I don't really play competitive. I play mostly for fun. I tried getting competitive at one point. It made me, stressed. It's not worth the stress. Pacifist Monument is complete. Alright, we are picking up sailing. Ah! Mine. Forge. Population growth. Park. Forge. Resources. Road. Another park. I guess I could put it down here. Altar of Peace. Population growth. Fish. Fish. Park. Really wish I didn't waste these 3 stars. Also kind of wasted extra stars here. I didn't have to get a second unit since I got sailing. I could have just gotten a scout. And if the village is here... Actually, there is no village there. Oh well. Yeah, so we're fine. It's fine. Ooh. Explorer Monuments is complete. Let's try to finish getting the last of these points. Mine. I think it's literally cheaper just to pick up forestry here, just so I can level up all my other stuff. Oh, well, we learned a lot on this this singular run. Lumber Hut. Forge. Lumber Huts. Population growth. Lumber Huts. Lumber Huts. Park. I mean, not a terrible run, but, it's definitely pretty good. And then we could spend 9 here. 1, 2. I could just spend 1 less lumber hut here. Park. The Eye of God. Population growth. Forge. Not too bad. I think I could just try to chop everything else. Until I can afford... Forest Temple. Clear forest. Clear forest. And we'll train a warrior. There we go. That's pretty much the best we're going to be able to get there. Not terrible. Hey! 365th place. Not bad. Really not bad for a first attempt. And this is also at the end of the week. So people who are really trying and they've literally got Smurf accounts, I'm not ashamed with this performance. We definitely could have done better. Oh, you can rewatch it? How did everybody else do on their weeklies? Because that's the other nice thing, is y'all could be playing along on yours. The top has multiple accounts. They do. You literally can see the multiple names that they have. I'm not disappointed. For a one and only performance, I'm happy with this. Definitely going spiritualism was the wrong play. How's the challenge going? It went not too bad. Placed in Bronze League? Oh, wait, so there are leagues to this? Top 152 in Bronze League. Where do you see the league? Because I didn't... Where do you see league? Oh. Okay, so I'm not in a league. This is my first one. It's after your first week or participate. You only see the league after your first week. That makes sense. So we'll figure out what league I'm in. You have to play somewhere first. That makes perfect sense. But like, look at all these people. They've literally got Skrelder. S4 Heart S4 S3 Heart S3. Like, people are literally making multiple accounts for this. How about you just be good on your first attempt? You'll go into Bronze League next week now. Oh, definitely. I'm pretty happy with that performance. Alrighty. Woo! Friends! Alright. So... Random match. Might, live, multiplayer, small lakes. Anton wants to play. Want a game? Yeah, we could definitely do a game. Speaking of which, let us get the tribe vote up. I'm super happy with the progress that the animations ended up making. Oh, speaking of which, I have a surprise for everybody. Is there... So here's the first question. Is there anybody not subscribed to my channel? If not, you should totally consider subscribing. That may be related to the surprise. Alright, the tribe vote is up on the Discord. I normally only try twice a week. I'm pretty much a... I'm only going to be doing it once a week. I'm not going to be min-maxing my, my rank or all that. Hey, John! Anton's actually currently got first spot. Dang it, is everybody here subscribed? That's going to make things tricky. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh no, that's the worst. Let's see if this works. I wonder if YouTube's smart enough to know if someone unsubscribed and resubscribed. The mods are creating a story mode in Map Maker. That's gonna add so much. Yes. It's too many Simanti tryhards in multiplayer. Oh, hey, Anton wants to join the call. Yeah, hold on. Hey! Christopher just subscribed. Look at that. There, if that's not a reason. Alrighty. Let's see. Anton!
Hello.
How goes it?
Oh, it's good, man.
That's good to hear.
How's things?
Things are going pretty well. Alrighty. So
It's my first time playing someone on stream, so I'm just, yeah, I just closed the stream now, so I'm not, like, watching you or anything.
oh, that's fine. Yeah. Do you play on your phone or do you have a computer? Because if you shared your screen, I could also share your point of view for my viewers.
I'd love to, but my Steam is not working right now.
That's perfectly fine.
It's for some
Alrighty.
reason when I go into multiplayer, it just doesn't show any way of doing a new game. Sadly, not really sure what that is, but I've been playing on my phone recently.
Perfect. That's fine. Yeah. That is perfectly understandable. I too also have Polytopia completely acquired on phone and Steam. Alrighty. But yeah, so let us get a game set up. I've got... Also, for those who are curious, this is Anton, who's been slowly working on the yeah, very slowly, an AI to review the replays if Mijiwan's not able to help us get things rolling. Right now, so, because Zoithra said that he talked to the devs about it, because I wrote him a short request. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, though, mostly because I'd probably pass out and die. Alrighty. We're not doing pass and play. We're gonna be doing... You're okay with Small Lakes?
Small Lakes is good.
So, heads up. You don't have to tell me your tribe. But you can easily see what tribe I'm gonna be playing, because I've only got one vote. For the tribe.
I'm not gonna look, but I will score count, so...
It'll probably be pretty easy for you to figure out who I'm playing as.
One vote, was it? I mean, yeah, okay. We'll see.
I've got one vote. Alrighty.
Nice.
I've been here for a long time, but had subbed somehow. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so if those didn't notice, I can actually click the replay here. We got announcements now, because if I was going to put 8 hours into making that guy do a little dance, I'm going to use him for more than just a second and a half in a video. Alrighty, Anton, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, well I gotta be switching over to the combat tunes. Good luck and have fun. I should be doing a better job at score counting, but... Alrighty. So here we are. Lakes. Oddly enough, an interesting map for this tribe that we're playing as. Unfortunately... Yeah, very, 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 very interesting. It's a lot harder for me to talk about my moves when I'm on a call with somebody, but it's fine. I'd rather be chatting with somebody if they want to be like, hey, what's going on? As long as, you know, everyone keeps appropriate and all that. Don't give me a reason to point at a sign. Actually, now that I'm on a call.
My spawn's so bad.
If it makes you feel any better, I've only got like one visible resource on where I'm supposed to go, so I wouldn't feel too bad about whatever spawn.
Maybe we're matched then. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, slow start, perhaps.
Dear Lord.
Oh wait, are you familiar with like the suburbs terminology?
The suburbs terminology.
So like you have two villages like right by your capital in lakes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. But, yeah, Polytopia was not kind to me, and it actually misled me. So, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm aware. I didn't know it was called suburb, that the community basically calls it suburbs, but I am, dang it.
It's called suburbs in the game files as well.
Interesting.
So that is a real term.
This is gonna go well.
Well, I'd say that you might have the upper hand right now, whether you believe it or not.
Really?
I have that village, which is nice. But...
Oh yeah, you have the... I mean,
yeah.
It's not the end of the world for me not to get a village, but villages do win games. In fact, you actually lose the game if you don't have a village.
Yeah, that is the case. In fact. Yeah, I'll just go for it. I think too much. This is my problem with live games. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Figured as such. That's not what I wanted to see. Just the... You see something you like?
What was that, sorry?
You see something you like or didn't like?
Oh, I see. Right. I've seen something.
You've definitely seen something.
Yeah, I have. I wasn't sure if you knew that I'd seen something. But...
Oh, you definitely have seen something.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because the moment that your city leveled up, you went, huh?
Yeah. Oh, this is. It surely doesn't. I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to doing pass and play.
Huh?
It's just like take the phone and go to the opposite side of the room, and you know. I started playing this game like 8 years ago. On like coach trips, like school coach trips.
There we go.
I don't think you can kill that Polytopia.
That is very revealing information you have just given me.
It is very revealing information, yeah.
So I know exactly where you're...
Well, you know, it's okay. It's alright, you know.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Full sense of security, you know? Yeah.
False sense. That's exactly what you're trying to give me. Ah, dang. Another one.
Yeah, sort of saw that coming. Well, after you said.
Okay, but real stuff. What do we do? How greedy should I try to be? I could be greedy. Why not? Rainbow Shine says, I played Polytopia because I like turn-based games. Played Frozen Front and Pacifist Front turn-based strategy games. Yeah. I definitely love Polytopia because I grew up playing strategy games, Warcraft, StarCraft. Really hoping for a swordsman here for reasons unknown. Warcraft, StarCraft, Civilization, and Polytopia was a much, you know, quicker, simpler, you know, strategy game compared to Civ. So I do agree that. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine.
I always think that Aquarion has a slightly unfair advantage in. I mean, I'm not saying that's coming into play here, but the fact that they have like like their warriors and their swordsmen are still like 2 stars and 5 stars respectively, but they also get the extra movement.
I actually definitely think Aquarion's stronger in their current state compared to other tribes.
Well, Aquarion, I would say it is probably the best tribe on most water-based maps.
They probably should be, though, for being the water tribe.
That makes sense.
Ba-ba-da-bop. Ba-dop. Also interesting how you explored with the village when you already had your when you already had your I guess we're doing this. Hold on. I mean, I have time. You know what? I have time. We have time. We might as well just do that. We'll go ahead and just do that. What could possibly go wrong? Sure. Works for me. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop.
I like the sound effects. Frog next turn. Unfortunately, Rainbow Shine, you would be mistaken. Never mind. Right? Yep, never mind is probably correct. I don't really have a game plan. Just like no idea what to do really.
I think your game plan's working just fine.
Kill unit when C unit, like just not much going on right now. I hate not being able to move on water like you can.
So this is why
it's so useful right now.
Aquarion is so fun to play on water-based maps. It's like even lakes, like. Bop-a-da-bop.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you discovering?
I mean, I'm just watching where you're putting your riders using tricks in shenanigans. You're gonna force my swordsman to attack backwards, aren't you?
Well, yes, I'm not gonna hit it again, am I? I can also move that forwards, and if not, then I will get a nice lighthouse. Very nice.
That is indeed true.
But there was another one, of course. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Ooh, I also need to be... Oh, why is there land there?
I think one of Valyrian's biggest weaknesses is the fact that you've got like no way of producing a bulky super unit instantly. So if someone does siege your city, you're sort of in trouble.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the units that I do have access to are pretty expensive.
On this map, it doesn't really look to me like it'd be worth for you getting like sailing, not sailing. What do they call like
marine life? Marine life for my jellies. I mean, it actually still looks pretty good because I could take my city back with jellies.
Jellies, but yeah, that's still like 2 techs. I don't think you have marine life. That's my guess, anyway.
I mean, you also got this flooded tile right in front of your other city.
Aha, there was another one. Good to know. Okay, I misclicked. That's a shame.
That's fine.
Well, it happens. Just like pretty normal.
Butt up.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my Steam thing. It's like, yeah, it's quite confusing, really. Like it's, I go to new game and it takes me to the new game for single player. Like new game, I click on random match in multiplayer. It takes me to new game for single player. For whatever reason. Oh, you're bubbled.
Bubbles.
Yes. Well, I hate to burst your bubble.
No! How could this happen to me? Bop.
Probably could have done that better, but it's okay. It's okay.
Your village is mine. Well, not really, but... Rainbow Shine says, I can siege if I take Marine Life. I don't even need Marine Life. I can already siege 2 cities next turn.
2?
One of them will hold, but...
Oh, you can move on water. Of course you can move on water. What am I doing? Okay, right, well, that's just,
Did I say 2? I meant to say 3.
Right, well, that might be a resign if you manage to see 3 cities. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
How badly do I want to?
You need like 2 more amphibians.
I only need... Oh, shoot, I am short. Which one's more important to siege? Ah, this one's more important to siege.
Yeah, because that's not going to get broken either. Although I am in first place.
That is true. I don't know if I can make a recovery after such first place plays. It's fine. We'll just go here. We'll also just go here. And I'll pretend to look pretty. We'll go here. Bubble it up.
Of course, your swordsmen can't become veterans because they're already veterans.
Yes!
Which is interesting. Ooh. Don't know why I get surprised at everything. It's like, ooh. Right, well, I can kill one. There we go. And I can also probably do...
Rainbow Shine says, body block. I can't. He can just walk onto the tile, no matter what the unit's dead.
Oh, and I also misclicked there, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Save this. Yeah, it's all good. I think this is good. Yeah, this is good. Cool. Nice. I am out of stars because I spent them all on port, but...
Ooh.
Yeah, that will have to do for now. I guess I have a port as well, which is, well, could come in handy, maybe.
I mean, if you could get naval superiority somehow.
It was meant to be a bridge. Oh well.
You're really gonna have to pay a toll for that. Okay, oh, that was really bad. The viewers got it.
Oh, yeah. I did. I got it. I got it. It's pretty funny.
Alrighty. It is like a play on words. That's precisely what it is. All right. Well, I want this. I also kind of want this, so I can at least do this. One. Bop, bop. Oh man, you can just unsiege it no matter what. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go all the way over here then. I guess I'll do that. We'll also do that. And we'll do that. Oh, I should have flooded the tile. I'm a smart player. Pass the turn. Oh yeah, I need to re-add Shalom's lo-fi.
Okay. Guess I'll bring this back a bit. Right, warrior. I might like just city wall this because this would be really annoying for you. I think.
Would it?
Probably.
Would it though?
And swordsmen don't have fortify.
You are correct.
That'll do. Still in first place?
The real things that matter.
It's okay. It's okay. I can deal with the crap.
You can deal with the crab? Nice.
Oh yeah. Do you miss when ports gave like 2 population?
They can. Or do I remember the day when they gave 2 population?
No, do you miss it? Sorry.
Do I miss it? Nah, I definitely don't. I, in fact, do not. And yeah, I think that'll do. But will it though? Yeah, I think that'll do. I doubt Wells is good against Aquarium because Shark, but maybe I'm wrong. Probably. You are throwing things at me.
I sort of got to, don't I?
I mean, you do.
Scary.
You do got to. They are indeed scary. Did you just expand your borders?
Oh yeah, I can.
Hold on.
None of your business.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Bit by bit, I'm whittling away your army.
There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing I can do.
Hey, by the way, you're no longer in first. I thought that would be I thought that'd be important to you.
Do you think it's ever worth getting city walls? By the way, do you in this kind of situation?
I mean, it helps delay. Now, in this case, by you getting city walls, it forced me to acquire a very expensive unit in order to deal with everything.
That's true. Yeah.
Grumble. I guess I can also just siege here. because I feel like it. Bubbles.
Oh, yeah. Probably could have put a warrior there. Might be there.
Yeah. I mean, you did force me to get a shark, so...
You don't need to make me feel good about myself.
Yeah, I mean, that instead of just getting a rider, it really was a big difference. That's 5 different stars.
Yeah.
Like it made no, bring it back, bring it back. Recover. Good. No! Oh well, it's fine. I need to actually plan out my turns. Going to catapult and focus on defending, I think, is Lyrion's only way. Maybe, but once I start getting the flooded tiles, it's really hard to...
resigning, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Illyrion expanded really, really quickly outwards. And, oh my goodness. Where'd that come from? I didn't even see where that came from. Because at this point, I'm just taking cities from my opponent. Polytars should be enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Polytars are strong early, but you really sacrifice economy as Illyrion by getting a lot of Polytars. You're not wrong, Demetrio, but...
Unfortunately, I had basically no good sank spots. So yeah, I will just blame it all on spawn. Yeah. I will probably now... I'll give it 2 more turns.
You give it 2 more turns?
Amazing happens. Yeah. If in 2 more turns my hopes haven't risen, I'm going to press the red button. What is your favorite tribe to play as?
Honestly, I've had a ton of fun with Aquarions since the update. So it actually probably is Aquarion, but my favorite tribe typically play as is Quetzali.
I mean, I used to love Aquarion as a concept before they made all the recent changes. The recent update is fantastic. It is like, it made a quite sort of, like, I guess an interesting concept for a tribe. Very, very interesting to play as well.
Out of time.
You know how in like in the Little Mermaid, when like she feels like every step she takes is a knife through her foot on land, right?
Yeah.
That's how it feels every time you take one of my cities from me.
Yeah, because I think
Siege again.
You might as well, yeah. I actually wanted to move this unit here, but it's fine. Oh, crab is barely not good enough. No, I wanted that. By navigation, it's getting expensive. Yeah. I mean, we got enough starfish, so it'll still pay for itself, but... Yeah. It is getting expensive. Ooh, that's a Park of Fortune.
It is a Park of Fortune. Just wanted to flex.
You did just want to flex?
Yeah.
You had to show that to me. It was important.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Probably doing that previous...
That was the best city for it, I think.
Previous turn would have been better. It definitely would have been better. But I was thinking about just leveling up the city and getting a crab here next turn, so that's why I went with the forestry play instead, Demetrio. It's probably still the wrong play on my part, but it's fine.
Sure.
See, now we just spend 19 stars instead. Bop-a-da-bop. Make this go here.
Today I learned you can make a pancake without using eggs.
What? What sorcery is this?
I don't really know. I mean, I just sort of put some things in the pan and it turned out quite well, I think.
Yeah,
there's no way out of this.
I don't think there's any way out of this. I mean, in case you thought there was a way out of this, let me help you. I'll give you... This should help. There you go.
Alright.
There you go.
No, I was more hoping to pop another egg in that city, which you're... But that's... I guess I could have sort of expected you'd move that there. It's sort of... Yeah, the crabs, they get... I mean, I guess you get 3 movement with a bubble, right?
Yes. Which, it's really strong. It's, you know, the same kind of crazy power creep like with hexapods. Or not hexapods, but centipedes. Alrighty, well, let's just take a quick look at that game and see how that went. Honestly, I thought that you had me right there at the beginning. I only had 2 cities.
Let's have a look. I'm back on your stream now as well.
Let me see. Weekly challenge. Rank 365. And then, boom. This one was Aquarion versus Illyrion. Small Lakes. This one is versus Anton. Alrighty. Demetrios asking if they could play next. Possibly. I'd have to check through the logs. I know a lot of people are asking. Wow, that's a lot of water on your capital. So I'm just going to go and play that through. So I was actually trying to go with the start of mine safer. Like, let's go around the outside and get this village that's here, which ended up being your first city you found. Because that one actually was yours. Your suburb, right? Is what they're actually called?
Yeah, and it turned out the other one was actually towards the east. But I thought it was like up.
Up to the north? Yeah, we're like
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess there are a couple of quite close villages for me, which is really nice.
Yeah, so
my density is good, but because of that water, I just...
You actually still had 2 more suburbs.
Yeah, but I didn't think I had them, so I didn't really consider that until later.
That is very much understandable. Yeah, no, I got...
I didn't have them by the time I resigned, but that was, you know, at a point where I wasn't really able to develop them. So.
Yep. Also, have you seen this update? I didn't realize that they...
I was about to tell you, yeah, like, I didn't want to say because I didn't want to give away that I had explorers, but only realized, it turns into a boat. It turns into a raft, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think that was in... don't think that was in the patch notes at all. That's really cool. But I got...
Yeah, it must be just like a recent update.
Yeah, I got carried. I got carried hard by these early swordsmen. Just double veteran swordsmen on a very early game. Honestly, though, what are you supposed to do about that? Like, what I honestly think Miji1 should probably do is make like a special ancient swordsman or something. Ancients, but he should make like an ancient swordsman, so that way it's not a veteran swordsman, but it's also something that's specifically this unit cannot promote. Because remember, the jellies have the ability where specifically they are static. This unit cannot become a veteran.
I think that's more because it's 20 HP though, perhaps.
I think it's
you can have a veteran Dumux, right? I think.
Right. Yeah, no, you can have a veteran Dumux, but jellies are the first unit that cannot promote. They specifically can't.
Of course, we used to have giants from ruins, and that was nice.
Oh yeah, 40 HP.
that was a bit. It was like much more like fingers crossed. What am I going to get from this ruin? It's like if you get a giant, that's it. One. Sorry.
Yeah, the game is just over. I was not playing competitive multiplayer when that update had happened. I was playing single player, massive single player, not massive, like large, not even huge, because huge wasn't out yet. Games in my work office, just trying not to get caught. But yeah, this was a really crazy start expansion-wise from you. But crazy enough, we're very equivalent. We're nearly equivalent on economy. 13 to 9 on a 5 to 2 city start.
Yeah. I mean, I did, like, waste... I basically spent 10 stars on nothing. So you can see that there's that road in the east.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably my biggest failure. But also, probably just not making enough units. And not keeping them far enough back.
Right. Yeah, because there is a chance that if you just spammed enough units, you could have, A, defended this, but B, applied enough pressure that I couldn't have escaped out of my little alcove.
You only had, like, 2 cities at one point. That's nothing.
Yeah, I only had 2 cities on turn 13. Yep. If you just throw numbers at throw numbers at me, because if I was unable to get forestry to just get this one forest, and then because I already had the atolls thanks to the technology, so I literally was just missing 1 unit of 1 star population. I guess I was really close to it with this rider over here, but it was still like 2 turns away from me being able to get it, my crab.
I could have got my first egg a couple of turns earlier if I'd actually thought about it, because I did get roads quite early on, mainly for movement.
Yeah.
Connect any of my cities with it. That could have been useful.
That definitely would have helped.
Then I could have got an egg in the, what's it, like, Mbam. Nice.
Right.
Can you speak Illyrianish?
Unfortunately,
what's the name of that language they speak? Do you know?
I do. It's called. Hold on. We're just Polytopia Illyrian Wiki. It's called.
It's just called Illyrian, I think.
It might be.
It calls it that when you choose your language in game, because you can choose it to be Illyrian. You probably know this.
No, there are some things that I may have known a long time ago, but I haven't thought about it for like 5 years. It's out of my mind.
Yeah, no, that's one of those things. Set your language to I just set my language to Illyrian. I remember being so excited when I found out about the thing where you sort of click and hold out, or like press and hold outside of the map.
Right.
10 seconds or whatever, and it changes color.
Yeah, the Illyrian language. There's actually no official name for it, I guess. Eventually. There we go.
Yeah.
It does take a good long while. 10 seconds is forever.
It might be more than 10 seconds. That was sort of just a guess. But yeah, it's like probably not very many people know this.
Those Easter eggs for you guys. Not to include the Easter eggs. But yeah, so... Also with this weird lake formation you have here. First off, like... The game decided to generate a flooded pathway to your capital for me?
That is a bit strange, yeah. By far the strangest thing is the village spawning with a lighthouse right next to it, which I mean, I don't know, like, it feels like that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Doesn't really affect things too much. Village spawns are really weird nowadays. Because of course in Drylands I understand it, like it's just, you can't have them on the edge, that's fine. That means that you don't end up overlapping with a lighthouse ever, which is great.
Rainbow Shine says their favorite feature is merging tribes. I honestly think that should be allowed in multiplayer. Like, come on, there should definitely be some specialties for, like, getting 100% perfection of secret unlocks. Like, oh, you can choose your tribe color if you get perfection, like 100% domination or something. So, or at least more color choices. Because I would just... Yeah, so Anton, thank you very much for joining. Are you actually... Are you on in Polychamps?
I sort of want to be. I don't really quite know what to do. I haven't put in the time for it, but could do. What? Which team are you on?
I am on Plague, but I probably... The issue is I'm too busy in actual, like, real life to be able to focus on the competitive scene. But maybe I should just go, hey, should I just... Right now I'm just on Plague, but I'm actually not on the pro team, even though it's one of those, they're like, oh, I'm good enough to be a pro, not a pro, but also I don't play enough, so that's why they won't promote me, which is understandable. I wouldn't either.
I think I'd be in a similar situation, really.
Yeah.
I might look into it further in a couple of months when my exams are done.
I mean... As long as you're, like, pretty much available, like, at least twice a day is enough to be good enough to be on a competitive team. And then there's always, the competitive teams typically, or at least they're supposed to help train you, to teach you, like, hey, these are the other stuff. Like how to merge maps, which hopefully in the nearby future won't be needed, because if the professionals side agrees, like, if we can find a way to mod a way for actual team games, so that way we don't have to worry about map merging and all that, so that way it's not just a, hey, only if you're good with Photoshop are you able to actually be a good player.
What would you have in mind for team games, specifically?
So, team games is the players win and lose together. So if one resigns, I guess once only one team remains instead of just a single player. Because in my mind, the lobby should allow you to form teams and also have a setting where, like, teams are locked in place, and also have an additional setting for team vision sharing. Because I wouldn't make it a tech. I would specifically say, hey, if you guys start off on a team, y'all share vision. Because that way, like, especially for the competitive scene, it would save so much, it would save so much time in communication stuff, because that's usually the difference between, like, a good team and a bad team is actual communication and vision sharing.
Would it be too far to ask for shared vision for people with peace treaties, or is that...
That's
it makes sense to have it just as a base feature of team playing as well.
I would probably just say, just to make it easy on Migi1, is if they have it as an external setting on lobbies, which Migi1 wants the least number of stuff on lobbies. I get it, but Polytopia has enough support that you really need better lobbies. But there should be advanced settings in lobbies where we could, like, lock teams in, but also have a setting where teammates share vision. Because technically you quote-unquote share vision when you send an embassy, but that reveals the 3 tiles around their capital. Which, fun fact, because do you remember when Cloaks first came out with the diplomacy update?
Yeah.
So there actually was an online game that I had played. It was one of my first online games. That was also right when the diplomacy update was out, where I got Cloaks, but Cloaks didn't have a range of 2 vision yet. They still only had their 1 vision. And my opponent was nearly at my capital. I was on the way to lose the game, where I sent an embassy to my opponent to reveal the tiles around their capital, so that way my cloak could make it to their capital.
Oh my god, that's great. I think I do remember when, like, was this in, like, a beta build or something?
It was actually in a beta build.
Yeah, because I always, like, for quite a while, I thought that cloaks only had one vision, and that's why I never used them. And then I realized that maybe they actually have more vision. I checked, and yes, they have two vision. Probably I had played them in the basic build and just never wanted to use them again.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a pretty fun strat.
Yeah, that I'm never gonna forget that win, because they literally were sieging my city the following turn after. So it had to be that turn or go broke. So I was very proud about that. But replays weren't out. I didn't get to save that replay, unfortunately. I don't think replays were out yet at that point.
Yeah.
But I definitely would have saved that one.
No, replays weren't a thing.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Anton. Thanks for tuning on in. Do you have any do you have any contents or stuff that you'd like for me to shout out to real fast?
No, not yet. Maybe sometime soon.
All right. Well, I will shout out that because Anton's busy with college. You said, right? College work.
Yeah.
So, but he's been working slowly on trying to get an AI to watch a game for us, so we don't have to manually input everything into PTech. Because we're pursuing a lot of different avenues. I've contacted basically Midgie1 saying, can I please get an application to do what I need to do? And this is the backup plan. The other backup plan is if we can't get the AI to work and Midgie1 doesn't give me permission, I already know how to make the application I want to make. I just want it safer from Midgie1. So, because I know what I would have to do. I know
something which you could do, which I'm not going to suggest on stream.
I'm not going to suggest it either because I don't want it. Yeah. I don't want to pursue that.
Yeah. I think we're thinking about the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll be off now. But yeah.
Take care, Anton.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Alrighty. We'll go and disconnect there. Well, that was an exciting game. The range damage indicator is so useful. Oh yeah. I'm glad the devs are continuously working on it. The latest patch adds a wrap to the Explorer when they go in water and damage indicators from a distance. Yes, that was necessary. That was very much necessary. Because I would actually have classified that as a bug that, well, you could only do it with melee, but not for ranged. Yep. Staying here for Tolby ASMR while I work. Hey, thanks, Anton. And you have a great rest of your day. We did actually have some people wanting to play a game. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to copy this text. Boom. Tribe vote is up, but I believe because we've actually had a lot of people talking. Because if John's still here, hold on. No, Rainbow Shine. Rainbow Shine is next. Rainbow Shine, go ahead and send the game invite. Meanwhile, oh my goodness. I mean, I'll play them. So we got to ask Anton how he's doing. How's everybody else doing so far today? Also, if you're currently not subscribed, you should definitely consider subscribing, because I finally finished a thing. We're going to give it a little bit longer for the tribe vote. We're currently only at 1 vote right now. Ooh. I've already subscribed and made my wife sub as well. Unfortunately, I tested it. I had my significant other unsubscribe and resubscribe, and unfortunately YouTube is smart enough. Which is surprising, unfortunately. I'll go ahead and click this though, because I worked 8 hours on that. You better believe I'm going to use it. Only 85 more subs to go, right? Alrighty. Back to the vote. Alrighty. Wins with 1. I can add the hexapod one too. So it can basically like alternate. I'm an unsub and resub. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I love this spawn. Alrighty, so we know our opponent is Shin-Chi. That's one benefit for playing Polaris. The downside for playing Polaris is if you're not next to water, you get absolutely messed up. Polaris, so fun. Yeah, Polaris is like not good on lakes. Oddly enough. It's fine. I am waiting for Shalone to finish making the rest of the musics, though. Polaris is a hard counter to Shin-Chi, though. Yeah, probably. At least it seems like you have good resources. I do not have good resources. This is the worst resources I could probably be having. We'll go and level this up. Welcome back, Ziki! By the way, you think that Polaris is very good on lakes because it can't get laked. Right? Yes and no. It's just, Polaris is good if they start next to water. And on lakes, they, like, pretty much all my games I start on lakes. I don't start next to water, so I can't use my starting tech. I'm gonna go and pick up climbing. You had animals and C2 and capital. Yeah, it's so over. Yeah, it's definitely over. It's fine. We're still going to do our best. Train. Go there. Go there. Yeah, we have to train a Mooney here. I don't think I can afford going to this ruin, though. We'll see. All right. You haven't even started the skin music yet. Got pulled into the whole modding scene. That's fine. I could attempt to make my own tribe because I have a tribe concept that I would want to make. Tell us. I mean, I like my crystals. I like my gems. So it'd be like a crystal tribe. So focusing on changing mining up and probably the entire climbing tree. And catapults, can fling my rock people. We're about cooked in like 4 turns. Yeah. I mean, my opponent set it to 24 hours, so they're taking their time trying to figure out what's the best play. I'm making templates in Blender so people can easily make custom skins and tribes. Going to do a video tutorial eventually. Goblin Barrel. I already heard too many people saying this game looks like Clash of Clans. No, not a Goblin Barrel. So if I bop here, then he can no longer safely take this city. Pass the turn. But some means of shooting whole units is what you're saying, essentially. All right. I have a mod idea. Replace the unit hit sound with Tolby saying bop a bop. It's always funny seeing how I get screwed when playing this tribe. Yeah. Glad you are entertained. I mean, it's swordsman versus... So here's basically how this turn works, because I really can't do anything else. Is swordsman kills here, and then there's these 3 units that are blocking me. Yeah, I'm just gonna resign. Polaris should get guaranteed water tiles on spawn. They probably should. I don't want Polaris to get buffed at all. But they probably should be getting guaranteed water tiles. If their whole mechanic is to start off with these outposts, then they should be getting outposts. Even if it's just 1 tile. Demetrio, yeah, you'll be next. Rainbow Shine 419. Alrighty. Polaris versus Chapeau. Small Lakes. He won finally. Yeah, that was a rough game. It was just heavily unlucky on my part. Nothing I could do there. Massive shame. All right, Demetrio, go ahead and send it. I think it's Demetrio. Hold on. If y'all are all gonna keep asking like this, I'm gonna have to set up a queue. It's John Green is next. John Green was the one that... just to be fair, it's first come, first serve. I really think, need to think there. I'm scared of frozen walls of Polaris. Oh, speaking of which, I need to put up the next tribe vote. Small, not normal. I want the game to end. We did a normal, and then that game lasted 2.5 hours. John, are you Yeti's Peak? You left? Yeah, you made it a normal size. What setup? It's fine as long as it's small, because, you know, not tiny, but small, because normal is gonna be too big. Those games can have a tendency to last 3 hours. Okay, small continents. Yeti is here. He only plays Polaris. Yeah, that's fine. People are allowed to have their mains. Alrighty, much better. Looks like we're gonna be playing. We've only got 1 vote on the tribe vote. Polytopia, the Polytopia chat. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and wave hi. You're gonna get about another 15 seconds. Pangea is underrated map type. Yeah, Pangea is okay. I would definitely say Pangea is a better alternative to Drylands. That's just my opinion, though. Because it doesn't alienate a portion of the tech tree. Alrighty. Fortlog, whenever you're ready. I had a 3 out of normal dry lands yesterday. Polytopia is fantastic in that you can plan a 36 mana gate, but when the game lengthens, it becomes really tense and exciting. It can, but don't forget, like, I'm already playing these games for quite a while. I'm just gonna keep the lo-fi plan for now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and level this up. Pass the turn. Demetrio, you're next. Let's see. Unless I did something, unless I got something wrong, but it was it's John. It was John who's next. You're after John. Or I guess Forlog. I don't know if I have time. I gotta. This is just the best I could do to be fair to everybody, essentially. Don't know if you have time. That's okay. We'll be able to play against it next time. I have once played 10+ hour massive map live game. I was aquarium before rework. Yeah. Oh wait. Consonants. Sure, it was like interesting. I got a little river here on my on my spawn. Totally such fun. I will probably have to find a way to allow people to queue in for next games. He did transform into the embodiment of all before he transforms into the embodiment of all evils in the universe. We don't speak of him. I dominated everyone until the Shinshin Lyra teamed up on me. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go here for a turn. Now the question is where do we go from here? Construction? Pass the turn. Bridge? Maybe. We rush bridge and get that city in the west. Make a poly Q channel for the stream snipers. Maybe. I mean, if we're here just to, you know, play games and have a good time, then it's not gonna matter too much. As long as you don't do multi-account, like, low-life stuff, because I didn't realize somebody came in last week and were like, oh, do you want to play against me? It'll be fun. And then somebody else was like, oh, well, I want to play too. And I'm like, nah, just 1 versus 1. And he did anyways. I'm like, okay, fine. We're doing a free-for-all. No, it's just somebody who doesn't have confidence to actually play on their own, so they have to cheat to win. So I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. But he was, in fact, very mad. So what I'm currently thinking on in my head is, do I just rush bridges and just go to the other continent? Yeah, sure. No ports. It's bridge time. Yeah, ports get smacked. Yeah, ports better. Depends. I would not be putting a ports on a river. Never. They are way too vulnerable. Roads. So we get ourselves a bridge. We'll see. This is probably a mistake, but it'll be fine. Because this looks like the third continent, so our opponent is probably over here. So we will have to get on the water. In other words, I have to start rushing my economy. Now, the real question is, what's the best way to rush the economy? First off, this next turn, we're just going to level this up. We're going to get a road here. Farm. Resources. I think what I'm going to do next turn is I'm just going to pick up construction just so I have it. Organization. Yeah, organization is going to be the right way to go, but I need to get construction while it's affordable. Could also pick up organization here. It's actually going to be cheaper to farm. And I'm just going to get this workshop. Pass turn. Now, right. Market, since you have roads. Yep. This gets us set up for very fast market play. I ate my lunch. It was not enough. I got cereal, but there's no milk. Me big sad. Well, you don't need milk for cereal. Just go full caveman. Just grab the cereal and just shovel it in your face. You can't eat cereal with milk with using your hand. That's just gross. But now you can. You can just grab the cereal right out of the box. Lactose intolerant. Eat cereal like crisps. You have to get the right kind of cereal, though. Not currently liking my chances right now. Actually, we're about to have a pretty good turn. All right. We pick up organization. Go ahead and capture here. Fruit. Fruit. Resources. We're going to go around this way. Oh, thank goodness. I still don't have sailing, so I'm just going to workshop. And I need a safety warrior. Less likely to get sniped. Because it's on turn 9. If he's rushing the water, he'd already be getting a couple of... I don't want a raft to just take my city. Is the biggest concern. But with this, we have a majority of the map, so we play our cards right, we should win, as long as I can get onto the water. But notice, we're taking our sweet time getting on this water, so that's the issue. This can go here. Why does he see that lighthouse? I'm in danger. Farm. Resources. Farm. Workshop. I'm being way too greedy with these, by the way. Do I train a safety rider? I think we do. Yeah, train that rider. We do have a giant in our capital, though, which is really good. It'll help us level up this city down here, because this city's a problem. I do have a safe port here, though, so that's going to be nice. You have met Illyrion. Bop. All right. We fruit. We road. No, I can't go full greed. I can't. I mean, I can. No, I can't. But maybe... No, I can't. Alright. We train a rider here. We get a windmill. Super unit. Metropolis is complete. Border growth for better markets. I can't. I gotta focus on the now. We'll put our Park of Fortune here so they can see it. Get ourselves more resources. I gotta train another safety rider here. We put a windmill here. Farm. Population growth. And we pass the turn. I see. They go to rammer? They can. They might. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We just giants and retake. Yeah, pretty much. Can you unsiege? No. I cannot unsiege this turn. I need one more unit. But it's fine. We do have the better score still, though. Like, this village is okay for them, I guess. Alrighty. We're literally just gonna let them know that I do not like it. I'll try to up a couple of writers. Mm-hmm. But we could take the city next turn. They'll be able to unsiege, but I don't think they can keep up with this. I don't know. I have to get on the water now, though. Bop-a-da-bop. 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 Whew. Bop-a-da-bop. And secure the siege. Fish. Port. Fish. Super unit. Warrior. Pass the turn. You could have volley blocked, so they can't send seats. You're right. It's fine. But now they have to choose to forego this ruin. Yeah, and I was going to say, if I was in their shoes, I'd be taking this ruin. Which they did. This is my territory. I don't feel so good, Mr. Toby. It's fine. We've got a safe way to get onto the water back here, so we'll always have some form of water access. Level 1 city. I hope they don't have great sanctuary spots. Yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing here, is they've got really good sanctuary spots. We have absolutely no vision of them whatsoever. Oh yeah, I was really greedy on my economy. But also, like, I never picked up... Market goes here. Hee-ho! That was probably really too greedy of me. I love the Zabazi skin. The rainbows are on point. Yeah. Didn't explore. Hey, maybe we should take that level 1 city. One that's now level 2 because they explored with it. Maybe. I think I'm just going to let them take the city, though. We'll take this one. We're still a ways away from the Killer Monument. And I would have to capture both these cities in order to get the Network Monument. I'm just going to go here and bait out a potential attack. And then everything else just heals right there in his face. Because he can one-shot this rider, which isn't a terrible idea, but then he loses everything here. So it is a bad idea. He wants to take, so this swordsman is required to take. Polytar should have killed the higher health one, but okay. Another veteran swordsman. That is the third veteran swordsman they've gotten. Just a hypothetical maximum possible market level. Maybe 14. No. Way higher. It's way higher than 14. Bop-a-da-bop. Let's bring you on back. This is frustrating me, though. The fact that we're having to deal with all this. Alright, what tech am I wanting before? Not really wanting archery. just forestry. I don't think I take any techs. I think I just capture. I can get a fish there to fix that pop. We're going to burn this forest. Guess that's it. I think that was still the best play. Three swordsmen. How are we getting that Zaza city? Simple. I got a Juggernaut that's going to get some free damage. We just move this warrior over to the side. We got riders to hit, and we secure the siege. It's probably going to take 2 attempts, but we'll be able to get it back. It's very annoying, though. So I was trying to think of a way to do a giant push, but I couldn't. Not on the top of my head. We were like 2 pops short. I would have had to have burned this, turned it to a farm. Build that. That gets me 3 pops. There's another 2, but that's 17 stars right there. And then I still need 2 more pops. Which, with 14 more, I didn't have that much. So, with 14 more, I could have gotten it. Alrighty. I like for the lag to stop, but... Killer Monument complete. That was a unit too short last time. I think that's as good as that gets. But we'll be able to get it back. Because if he unsieges, we just re-siege with the giant next turn. Yeah, but he's trying to get full use out of this swordsman. Good. It's good on him, though. This is one heck of an interesting continents game. But the key here is I want to protect this Juggernaut. Is that the unsiege? It's the unsiege! So, good on them. Doesn't even train a unit. I actually think that's a misplay, but... I could be wrong. Though I've never been wrong before. I'm going to just sack that in. Clear this forest. Windmill. And... this is probably overkill. Farm. Super unit. I think I just did my turn there. So he's got bombers, but again, we could still get onto the water. Has a lot of units magically dead, though. Sailing or ramming? I gotta pick up my own sailing. Alrighty. It is a good game, though. Rather do this now. If they'd Houdini, you'll be impressed. I would very much be impressed. This city's level 1. Ooh, they got an explorer that gave them the Eye of God. I don't know. If they saved up enough monuments, they actually might have it. I still haven't even placed the market here in my capital. Do they have it? They don't have it. They don't have it. That is amazing. Frustrating for me, but that is amazing. That is amazing. Well done on their part. That was beautiful. You can't doubt that, though. That was a good play. All right, so we have the economy. I just need to be able to convert this economy into a win. Because it's looking rough for us. All right. All the juggernauts. Defender than Aquatism? Oh, heck yeah, we definitely need Aquatism. We have 3 Juggernauts on the water. We need Aquatism. Sorry. I've only pulled off a poof once. Oh, yeah. So unless they upgrade this raft is dead to a scout, right? Pretty certain a raft's dead to a scout. Question, does anyone know what time weekly challenge restarts daily? Don't know. Out of time. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop it bop. This is a sacrificial scout. Let's get this market up and running. It would be more beneficial for me to build a market. Everything else needs to heal. We pass this turn. That's their capital. There are 6 hours left until the challenge resets. Your economy pressure and time pressure on your side is a win. Yeah, this is the bummer about continents is whenever your capital's literally on the edge of the continent. Dorgan. But the dragon was from here, right? This is, by the way, excellent spacing on units. Dorgan. Oh my goodness, this game. Alrighty. I can go for a border growth, why not? I could do that. Everything else gets to heal. Oh yeah, traveling Stockholm in 3 months actually, for a few days. Maybe run to the Midjuan team. That'd be pretty cool if you could. I'd love to have the chance to, you know, actually say hi to the official Midjuan team. In person. I'm unfortunately in a terrible place known as America right now, so unlikely. Didn't they used to hold this event there once a year? A lot of people and places used to host events yearly until like COVID happened. Our opponent's economy is not as good as I was expecting it to be. Should have upgraded first and put the market down between... Yeah, I was realizing that. It's okay. I'll just pick up chivalry. As long as we maintain naval superiority, we'll be fine. Ooh, that aquatism coming in clutch. Yeah, our opponent really doesn't have sanctuaries. Ha! Man, I'm bad at this game. There's no saving this giant, so we're just gonna do that. Right now, I'm just trying to throw units on to... There. Finally get these roads connected and get the network monument. Hunt. Burn. Farm. We'll get ourselves another super unit. Ooh. I mean, I could get another wave of defenders, I guess. Fruit. Windmill. Fruit. Border growth. Nah, we'll just do population. Rest. Assured. So that'll slow them down a bit. That'll take this city. That is a dead Dargan. Jolly good. Jolly good indeed. This is a good game. Oh, yeah. This has actually ended up a lot more closer and exciting than I was expecting. I'm not a massive fan of continents. It can be cool. For the potential bridge, but I feel like you're limited into certain kind of play style. But that's fine. Every map has its perks. If you want to be playing on, they resign. Good game, John. That was rough for me. I don't think if I rushed markets, I don't think I would have won that. One thing has never made sense to me is why do people of this game see a force and think I'm gonna burn it so I can grow my crops in the dry nutrient scarce as continent had 3 cities, right? I mean, you did manage to beat me to mine. If I see you were on 2, right? I was technically on 4, but chat convinced me I needed a bridge, so I was also technically on 6. That was... Don't forward this. No. Edit. Boom. Anzala versus Illyrian Small Lakes versus for log 1. There we go. Saved. Yikes. 3 cities. Next time we play, I finally get a 4x level 4 sanctuary start. Yeah. Good old Lyrian. Just imagine how different this game would have gone if there was both a city here and here. Just imagine how different this game would have gone. Oh, man. But you're already rushing my continent, which is understandable. You're on this. I rushed over to here. very early on, so I was actually taking forever getting to this continent here, and by the time I realized, oh shoot, I'm in danger, I didn't have the economy to spare. I was too focused on improving my economy, which I think is still the right... Oh my goodness. I think is still the right decision to have gone, is focus on the economy in this case. Because let's say that I did defend this and you had sanctuaries. I definitely would have lost. That was one heck of a good game. Yeah, if Demetrio's still here, we could still play another game. Yeah, there goes that city. Bawako. I was actually getting really nervous when you took Zaza. If it wasn't for the fact that I already had giants ready to re-siege. I also was expecting there to be land here. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was like, oh, all you gotta do is bridge and you can start supporting that. Here in our country, we actually burned woodlands for crop. It's called, Kangen. Had you not trained a warrior, you would have been fine. I suppose so. Only these veteran swordsmen gave you the chances. Right? That, and if you were able to hold naval superiority. Because taking the city was great. If you could have then kept me... I don't know, because I have kind of a guaranteed way to get onto the water from here. So it's really just... I don't know. Because you're technically still behind on cities here. Yeah, this was a really good back and forth game. My hope was to hold on and later cloak is this wall city you took from me. That would have been pretty, I don't know. That would have been really tricky for me to have dealt with. I'm not sure you like the new raft animations for exploring. I think we'll get used to it, but I'm just going to pause this here. Just think about this from a new player's perspective, because one question that constantly gets asked is, why won't my explorer go onto the water? It makes a lot more sense to figure out it can't go onto the water if you can see that it goes onto a raft. I thought they had more cities. I actually thought they had more cities. I honestly thought he had 2 more cities back here, and I was sitting there like, how the heck am I going to come back from this? But yeah, taking Zaza from me, that was rough. Maybe I should only go into raft and only through to raft and only onto a port. What if it was a canoe? But it's really to make like this is a really good feature to help out new players. Young American lads refer to as that as a chat. But, like, I can understand the slight confusion that it turns into a raft, and you're thinking, oh, well, it's that. I don't know. I'm just trying to bombard and flood all the waters with all my giants. And we are going to be losing juggernauts in this instant. That just... just this. This right here. Man, I was so heartbroken. I loved that play, by the way. That was amazing. The hexapod, the update also made hexapods tiny. Did it? We could use the unused sprite for the old rammer. There it is. Isn't it beautiful? The Houdini play for an egg. That egg ain't lasting forever, though. They're like mini now. If it wasn't for the egg, it was cooked later, right? And then I was trying to get to your bomber. That's all that was, right over there. I gotta get vision, because I was playing super greedy. I was honestly gambling, like, oh, well, hopefully there's like a village either here or here. I'll take it. I'll pick up sailing and explore to find you. No. But you trade the egg for the giant. It's still a good trade. And the issue is I had to respect the secondary Houdini play. And of course, we're just applying pressure. These units barely lived, so just throw everything there. Strategically, it was over at this point. Markets versus 3 cities is brutal. Yep. I was expecting them to already have sanctuaries. That's why I was rushing markets. Especially on a continents game. Continents, you typically have time to get markets. Yeah, at this point, like, there's no action economy for our opponent, so it makes sense that they resigned. But that was one heck of a crazy game. I don't know what I would have done differently from my opponent's perspective. It's definitely the thing that needed to go differently is the fight for the water. Positioning is just good, though. So what went wrong on the water? Maybe it was just rushing the bomber. Oddly enough, I can't tell you how often I lose games where like, oh, let's rush a bomber, and then I spent all that economy on a bomber. My innate gut feeling is telling me it's the bomber that did it, because what if instead of a bomber... Well, actually, I don't know. The bomber, when it was acquired, it dealt with a lot of units, and that was great. But this dragon still could have killed here and moved on safely back. You definitely could have pinged. You could have pinged. And then this could have become a rammer and started smacking the Juggernaut, impeding the Juggernaut's movements. I don't know. I think the bomber is the wrong play. Typically, those rammers are going to be way better against Juggernauts. That's the only thing I can think of, because it held up your port. Alrighty. But apparently hex pods are tiny? They do seem smaller. I'm gonna do a workshop. They do seem smaller. They definitely seem smaller. Mine. They definitely seem smaller. And their stats are still the same. Are they, though? Nah, they're smaller. No, they're definitely smaller. Seems like an appropriate nerf. Cymancy dead. Cymancy's now a dead tribe. No! I wanted that! Why would you do this to me? That's rude. I wanted that. Sorry, I got distracted. They used to have 3 movement and went 4 when boosted. Movement is reduced by 1. No. No, there's I'm just it's an AI. I'm not gonna their stats are the exact same. What do you think your stupidity factor is? Oh, it is high. Have you seen my streams? But yeah, no, their movement's always been 2 and it's been boosted to 3. Are the Dumucks the same size? Or are they still just as gigantinormous? Are the Faichi smaller? All of the units seem normal except Exodas. The Exodas are different? I'm mostly doing this just to explore everything really fast. Give me a moment. We're going to take organization. Fruit. Killer Monuments is complete. Resources. explorers can go on rafts now if you haven't seen it. Yay! Exodus seems smaller too. Makes sense. Bop. Ah, shoot. My guy dies. Explode this segment. There we go. We got our shamans back. Fun guy. I can't be the only one who sometimes does this every once in a while. Shaman. We're just gonna throw hexapods. Wow. They were very insistent on killing my stuff. Oops. This was a total misplay. Fun guy. Makes chaining them less satisfying, it negatively impacts the night user's psyche. I think it's fine. How do we level this up? Algae. Gate of power. Border growth. Perfect. Yeah, we'll just spam hexapods. Yoink. Can you get an Exodus to see if they're smaller too? Yeah, we'll definitely be taking a look at that. Where? Ooh, a Gant. That's right, they also killed my centipede. There. Yoink. Mycelium. Put that there. Hard to tell, but I think y'all are right. I think they are smaller. I think they are smaller. It's really hard to tell, but they definitely look smaller. They look roughly the same size as the hexapods. I'm just gonna paint this. Paint it pink. Tiny bugs. They are indeed smaller. I mean, on that front, I think these chitons are also a tad bit too big. I think the centipede's size is just fine. But, like, if we're going to start getting nitpicky about the size of our units, well then... definitely think there could be an adjustment there. One other thing for strengthening them was probably they were taking up a lot of space. Yes! Fungi! Mycelium to heal. Nice. Like, was it intentional? I mean, I'm going to make my way to shock tactics as well, because I know... Here, we can actually check archery really fast. Those are the same size. There we go. Prefer them not to do that. Alright, how big are you, Dumux? They are still just as big. That is without a doubt. Explosion! Fungi! Fungi! Oops, he died. Actually, they look like little tiny toys, but it makes more sense that they are that big to scale. Yeah. Explosion! Yes! Shaman kill. Shamans can no longer become a veteran? He has no kills. What? Veteran shaman, please. I was planning on it. I was gonna keep painting the entire landscape in a beautiful pink. But no. Speaking of which, decompose, decompose, decompose. Guess that's really the last unit for me to actually check. We're gonna keep painting. I'm just gonna double check it. Yep. No veterancy. Static. This unit cannot become a veteran. Understandable. Have a good day. Oops, missed. Fungi. Has anyone ever made a veteran shaman? They did, but in 110, it can no longer happen. Shame. But people have definitely made veteran shamans. You can find plenty of those posts on Reddit. Alrighty, I guess the last unit is the Raichi. I was about to say, it should still be just as... And the Raichi are still just the same size. Is there any other units I'm missing? Swordsmen are probably still the exact same size. Alrighty. But yeah, hexapods and exoda are smaller. I don't know if it was intentional or not, is the thing, though. So the up and down is aesthetically... I'm not gonna lie, it looks nicer that it takes up less space, especially since they're supposed to be bugs. The downside is they're a little harder to see. So, as a game designer, in title only, unfortunately not in practice, you really would want to make sure that they are able to fully see all of their units as well as their opponent's units just fine without any issues. Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of just in that, like, happy tiredness stage. Here, we're gonna expand these borders. I could keep trying. I would literally be spending another 30 minutes painting this entire place pink with fungus just by maximizing my economy, training these Dumucks up everywhere. But that's not what we're here for. I can't be the only one that does that, right? Every once in a while. Oh, last turn? Yeah, it's slightly hard to see considering even on the first zoom the units are still very small. Yeah, that's my only concern. I forgot I was on a different game. Alrighty, I have been streaming for about 3 hours. I had a lot of fun games, though. I am currently hungry, and I want to at least attempt to finish up my video projects. So at least when it comes to our Polytopia games, that is going to do it for today. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning on in. Those were some pretty exciting games, except for the one where we lost right away. But sometimes, sometimes you get rushed, and that's why I prefer small lakes. Sometimes I can go for the long game, sometimes you gotta plan for short. But turns out Polaris is just a bad tribe. Shalom, I'm looking very forward to the remaining soundtracks for all the extra tribes. But those who have been enjoying the music today, it was made by Shalom, the last one who had just commented. So definitely give, and he has it available for free. Once everything lines up, I do plan on contributing a little bit back to Shalom, because this has been some nice music. But at least for the Polytopia games, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning on in, and I'll see you all again next time.